Hello. You all think this is funny, don't you? You all think this is so funny. You all think lyrical murder is a game. You think lyrical annihilation is funny. So we got Mr. T-Rev here, who's decided to commit multiple murders with his father. Mr. Pops, shouldn't you be advising your son to stay on the right side of the law instead of assisting him on this absolute manslaughter? Have you ever been in a lyrical assassin's jail before? You know, the guys in the jail, they'll get that Mo Vaseline and they spread it real good. You won't see it coming. Could be the shower. Could be your jail cell. Could be while you're eating your lunch. Those guys don't play. I can't believe you feel this absolute murder is acceptable. We'll be taking some evidence today. I am not impressed. I am not impressed. So we'll be taking a look at this track here. T-Rev featuring Sweetdaddy, Loyalty. Now, I know there's been some issues. Been a lot of hissing going on. Hissing the BS. There's been a lot of playing both sides. There's been a lot of fake loyalty. There's been a lot of people thinking they the boss. People thinking that they are the chosen ones that direct people on this platform. Only the sheriff gets to decide who has broken the YouTube laws or not. We believe in freedom for every single person on this platform, but we do not agree with murder. Absolute murder. Mr. T-Rev, I'd like a conversation with you. I'd like you to come down to the MOGANG station and discuss these crimes. We're going to be taking some evidence right now, so without further ado, let's find out what Mr. T-Rev feels is acceptable to commit upon this platform. Let's go, guys.
A lot of these motherfuckers that ride with you claim they're real and they got your back and this and that, but yet they're over there supporting some cheating asshole that was panties fell off cheating on you, fucking some other bitch, but they Revgang for life and they this and that. Nah, motherfucker, you ain't Revgang, bitch. You keep my motherfucking name out your mouth, pussy. Cause I ain't the motherfucking one, boy. I really do this shit, you heard? Let's go.
Okay. He was certainly provoked. He was certainly provoked by some very shady individuals who I also will need to interview at the MOGANG station to find out why they feel it's acceptable to be utter snakes, losers, fakes, in it for their own benefit regardless of who they upset along the way. We may need to discuss this. Mr. Rev, this may all go in your favour. Let's listen further.
Why must I fight through all of these lies? I get so tired of the fight. I'm tired of the fight. Why must I fight through all of these lies? I'm just wondering why. Look, I'm wondering.
So, Mr. Pops, I hear you have a bigger issue with the lies, you know, the fake loyalty. So that's your motive to encourage Mr. Rev into committing mass murder in a lyrical fashion upon this platform. And I totally understand where you're coming from, Mr. Pops, but we must understand one thing. The Sheriff doesn't take too kindly to mass murder upon the platform. Let's listen further to more evidence, please.
Why you gotta lie? I can look you in your phony ass face and just see the shit right in your eyes. Sucker, surf around the neck, you got my name on your chest until I catch you out the bar and leave you slumped on the steps. Talking all that greasy shit until I'm dumping on your set. If I see your ass in public, we ain't talking at your neck. Catch you in a gay bar, catching feces on your head. How the fuck you with a bitch the next minute giving head? Claim you're loyal, but...
Can you bear with me one moment? This is Sheriff MoReece at the MOGANG station. Can you please copy that? Over. Shh. Can you send maybe 2 or 3 troopers over to the local purple gay bar? Over. Shh. My apologies. So, we have more trouble at the local purple gay bar. We believe some of these individuals that have provoked Mr. Rev here have escaped from a mental asylum. We believe there's some issues with mania. They have some mania issues. You know, they believe, if you don't know what mania is, it's when somebody believes they're more powerful and bigger than they are. It's when somebody believes that they're able to, you know, I suppose one example is they're able to tackle things that are just not physically really able to be tackled. It can lead to all types of unwarranted attacks that they're unable to handle themselves due to the mania convincing them that they are actually more, you know, more potent than they really are. So we're going to listen further to more evidence about how this went down. We believe the location was the Purple Gay Bar. So we've sent some troops there to go and investigate. And we'll find out exactly what went down there. So let's listen further. I believe this is over a young lady who has an issue with infidelity. She may have played both sides of the team, deliberately maybe. Who knows? But we do know that her current man has issues with deciding, you know, who he decides to do whatever with. So we're just going to have a little look around at the evidence. We found some poo-poo platters, we know that. So we're going to look at those poo-poo platters and take those poo-poo platters in for evidence. We're going to listen further now.
You're not feeding lies with your plots. Threw your ass out the game cause you're snapping screenshots. Had to grab all these twats, pack them in a box. Cause the faker than plastic surgery hanging off a dot. As soon as you turn your back, they're running their mouth. Supporting cheating assholes with my name in the mouth. You claim you're riding for the game but show support to these clowns and wonder why I cut the grass and kick you out of my house. Pussy, go. Why must I?
Okay. So there were some people on the inside assisting Mr. Rev with his movements, you know, moving in with his crew, with his gang, with his friends, his associates, whatever you'd like to call them. And they were deliberately there to basically feed information back to those that were enemies of Mr. T-Rev. Mr. Rev, this all came to your attention. So you've now decided to commit lyrical murder. Okay. We have your motive. We understand the crimes. We understand all the individuals involved. Okay, let's go.
I fight through all of these lies, gotta lie. I get so tired of the fight. I'm tired of the fight. Why must I fight through all of these lies, gotta lie. I'm just wondering why. I'm wondering why. Disintegrate the hatred, pack him in the basement, lock him underground cause he's stuck, no debate. I'm the locksmith, locking rappers out the gate quick. Beat him with the bars like a guard on a day shift. Yeah, you date a girl, but you like guys on some gay shit. Messing with a cheating ass bitch is disgraceful. When you turn your back, her panties fall to her ex-dick. Then when you get home, you get with John on some sex shit. It's funny cause she was...
Okay. So what I was just discussing went deeper than we thought. Okay. And it seems like Mr. Rev has evidence of his own. We may need to take a look at that evidence, Mr. Rev at the MOGANG station, as this will assist your case. I'm not sure how much time it will alleviate in the Lyrical Asylum jail. Or the Lyrical Assassins jail. We'll keep the Lyrical Asylum jail separate due to reasons of gender. You know, we can't put men with women in the same jail cell. So, let's listen further. What has he got?
Texted my number the other day, said her real love's in Virginia, she won't have it no other way. Making 30 fake accounts to hate reactors in other ways, cause he seen your ass was faking through his middle finger in your face. And now you wanna...
Mr. MoReece JTV. A repeat offender. He's been in my interview room many a times with his no comment interviews. No comment after no comment after no comment. It's funny because regardless of his no comment interviews, many people try and place him in the category of one of these snakes. But yet he's the one we've had least information from. Very little. I do also believe he probably knows the least. Doesn't ask questions very much, you see. Keeps himself to himself. Happens to get dragged into things because who he's friends with. But nonetheless, we will interview him again. See what we can get. We want to take a look at some of these text messages from one of these ladies who likes to play both sides of the team. Let's listen further, guys.
Hate on me, your lady still text me, hanging off my fucking meat. I really love you. I sent you naked pictures. I love all your tracks. He just sucks. Get the picture. Why must I fight through all of these lies? Gotta lie. I get so tired of the fight. I'm tired of the fight. Why must I fight through all of these lies? Gotta lie. I'm just wondering why. I'm wondering why.
Okay. Okay. I think we've got what we need here. So Mr. Rev was doing what he usually does. And he was putting out some fire shit upon YouTube. Along with some fire videos. He's got a fire album coming. He's just dropped fairly recently a fire mixtape for free for everybody to enjoy while they wait for the album. He took a little break to work on some videos. During all of this, we've had some snake-like behaviour amongst his fans, the people that rock with him, and those snakes have disappeared over to those that hate T-Rev with a passion for reasons that are yet to be established, if any at all. We also have been receiving some hate comments within music, so-called nursery rhyme music, from one of the opposing teams that happened to be played at the local Purple Gay Bar. And this has created a situation where Mr. Rev has committed mass lyrical murder upon the YouTube platform. So, I will need to interview all the known individuals involved at the local MOGANG station. Anybody that fails to attend the MOGANG station for interview will be deemed guilty by default, and an arrest warrant will be put out. I hate to have to keep coming to YouTube to discuss these matters, but no more am I going to tolerate this type of behaviour upon this platform. Mr. T-Rev, I'm going to waiver your arrest warrant. You will not be arrested. You are free to come in at any time to discuss anything you wish upon this subject matter, purely because your track was fucking heavy, man. That was awesome, bruv. Fire! Fire! As if I could send the sheriff to arrest T-Rev. But that man's my boy. He'll always be my boy. And I don't care who hates me just because T-Rev is a friend of mine. I see T-Rev as a friend. He's one of my favourite artists. He's done nothing but shout me out, stand my ground. He's been there for me, just like I'll always be there for him. And I don't care what anybody thinks and what anybody thinks of his tracks. He's always been cool with me. I see how much he loves his fans. He's a loyal person. There is no reason for all this hatred to be going around. But at the end of the day, he's responding. He's responding. He didn't just put this out to cause trouble. This is a response. You know, the man has worked hard. He makes his music live. He does. He's got a fire album coming out. He's got a 23 track. I'm sure it's 23 track mixtape, plus a 24 track album coming out. The mixtape's completely free for everybody to enjoy. He puts out music videos. You know, he invites people to play with him on Call of Duty live on his channel. He shouts people out. What? Just because of some diss track game that started back in December that escalated and that was triggered for no reason whatsoever other than the fact that people were looking for views. There was no reason to diss T-Rev in the first place. You know it, I know it, you know who I'm talking to. It was all about views. It was all about views. That everything was dying down. You all needed to do something. So you decided to go and diss T-Rev. That escalated, and the only thing that you won is the fact that he took the bait. But at the end of the day, why shouldn't he? Because if you dissed him, it's his place to diss you back. And if you diss him again, obviously he's going to diss you back. And then the people going, to T-Rev, stop the diss track thing. Are you saying the same thing to other people? Are you saying the same thing to the other people that are dissing him? Are you telling them to stop the diss tracks too? Because I ain't seen nothing but love on their channels. No, because there's this big tarnishment of this man's name and everyone's jumping on it and buying into the BS. And then everyone runs around screaming, oh yeah, we all need to stick together. No one's sticking together on his channel. That's why I do my own thing now. No one's sticking together on his channel. That's why I created my Lyrical Assassins. Yeah, because no one's sticking together. Everyone just wants to take a big dump on each other. And that's why nobody's going nowhere. That's why people are getting fed up and moving on. It's not fair. Leave this man alone. Because to be honest, like, I'm not being funny, but Mr. Neff GK, this diss track absolutely eats yours alive. Absolutely eats yours alive, and that's just a fact. And I'm not being biased. I'm being a fact. I listened to yours. I wanted to give it a chance. I was waiting to see if there was anything great in there. One bar. You had one bar that I thought, maybe that's got something. But still, it weren't the bar that the only bar that you had that had something. Just got blown out of the water with a fire response, which I know is based on facts. So don't even go there, everybody. The Sheriff came to do this for a bit of fun, yeah? Thought I'd poke a bit of fun. But in all honesty, as a reactor, as somebody who loves music, as somebody who listens to everybody that I can, on both sides of the camp, what you guys are doing to this man right here is just ridiculous. That beef was over. It got reignited by a salty dude. A salty dude. Wow. Anyway, guys, you've been watching MoReece JTV with the Sheriff. And I thank you for watching MoReece JTV with the Sheriff. We're going to leave the adverts alone today because, to be honest, I can't be bothered. I've heard enough. I've heard enough. I've seen enough. I'm sick of the DMs from people crying and moaning like snowflakes. Just stay in your own lanes and leave T-Rev here to do what he does and make his music. Stop firing shots and you won't get shot back. What are you going to do? Fire a gun out in the street and then wonder why people will start firing back? No. Don't like the guy. Don't go on his channel. Don't listen to his music. Don't hit him up in his DMs. Just leave him alone. Stay in his own lane. Then we might hear more tracks like Baby Girl. You know, or we might hear more tracks like Revved Up. We might hear more tracks like that. But if the more you keep firing shots and doing your snaky stuff and dumping on his name, you're going to hear tracks like this. And I don't care either way because I enjoy pretty much everything this guy puts out because he works hard and I watch him work hard in his lives. Even when I ain't always able to attend the lives, I go watch back at them if I can. Or sometimes I have them up on my TV and I'll be watching them, I just ain't able to comment because you'll be on in the background. But I'm always watching what he's doing. I enjoy watching what he's doing. I find it interesting to watch someone make music live. I think that's fire. I think that's something that not a lot of people are doing. I haven't seen anyone else do it, to be honest. Not as much as he does. So, what's the problem? Seriously. I'm hearing so much BS lately and none of it has any credible value. Other than everybody's getting so in their feelings and the snowflaking around. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Get a grip, man. T-Rev is an artist and he's good at it and he's here to stay. Like it or lump it. I'm out, guys.